From now through December 12th, you can donate a pair of new shoes or socks to the Share the Shoes campaign. It's through Zapatos. Drop off those donations at any of the 7 SAPD substations around town. They need shoes and socks for little kids all the way through adults. We have all this information on ksat.com. Well, ahead in the next hour, GMSA, San Antonio police say the man you see here is facing a capital murder charge over 2 deadly shootings. What we were able to learn about this case overnight. Plus, a new report shows thousands of criminal cases being dismissed by the Bexar County District Attorney's Office. We'll look at why and how they compare to past years. And up next, one of America's top diplomats who shaped global politics for decades is being remembered this morning. A look back at Dr. Henry Kissinger's life and legacy. As you're just now waking up or tuning in, it's a mess on the roads this morning. We have enough water on the roads to create some problems. We've seen a few flashing lights this morning, including those at 1604 at Northwest Military.
Good morning. It is rainy and cool out there. We're at 60 degrees, but don't press that snooze on your alarm. It's time to get up, 6 a.m.
Live from KSAT 12. Good morning, San Antonio starts right now.
Yes, good morning. It is time to rise and shine. 6 o'clock on your Thursday, November 30th.
Thanks for joining us. And we know it's that type of day though, you just want to pull the covers back up, but it's time for Thursday. And
as with most mornings, one of the first things people want to know about is what's going on with the weather and what's happening on the roads.
It is murky out there. The roads are wet. Stephen's going to talk more about that because we do have some problems out there already, and there's a lot of fog along with some of this very light rain that we've had. And that's pretty much the way it's been overnight, is just very, very light rain. We've picked up anywhere from 1/8 to maybe 2/10 of an inch of rain out there at the airport. But you can see visibility. You can't even see the tower out there looking out toward the runway. Just a little bit of light rain scattered about pretty much from San Antonio off to the east. This is what's detectable on radar, but even around Castroville Hondo, where nothing is showing up, still a little bit of light rain is being reported, and there may be some of that mist out there as well, but it's not a huge deal, enough to make obviously the roads wet as we were talking about, plus all of the fog out there. Visibility is down to a half mile at Randolph, 1.5 miles Port SA, and pretty much all of the southern portion of the state has some sort of fog out there, with the exception of Fredericksburg and Junction as of right now. And this is going to be sticking around throughout the rest of the morning commute and through a good chunk of the morning. And then we'll start to clear a little bit from west to east later on today. 60 right now. Normal low temperatures, mid-40s. 10, 15 degrees above normal all across the area, and a bunch more humidity than what we had around here yesterday. And that's going to continue to go up, especially off to the east. Mold is on the low side, and I have a strange feeling it's going to be really high when the updated count comes out later on this morning. Temperature is going to be upper 50s all around the area, getting up into the 60s. And it'll be a slow warming process, but we will see some more sunshine later on today mixed in with some of these clouds, but still a few sprinkles around here, even through late morning, noon, and they will continue to work their way off to the east. And then we top off today right at 70, and get used to that because we're going to be right around 70, low 70s all the way through the foreseeable future. Weekend forecast details, and we'll talk about some potentially severe storms just to our east. That's coming up in just a couple of minutes. Traffic Authority, so still got problems out there, Stephen?
You know, Mike, within the last few moments, some of the flashing lights we saw here at 1604 Northwest Military, looks like they may have disappeared, but we're still seeing a little bit of traffic out there in this direction. Remember, this is the site of a rollover crash. It was reported as a major rollover crash by TxDOT a little bit earlier this morning. And within the last few moments, again, it does look like those flashing lights disappeared, and we're really not seeing so much of a backup as we saw earlier in the westbound lanes right as you approach Northwest Military Highway. But still be on the lookout because issues still exist out there on our roadways. Let's take a drive now over here to our new problem spot. I mentioned this crash earlier at 281 southbound just before Basse Road, but now we're seeing a little bit of that buildup that is starting to form in the southbound lanes of 281. So just watch out if you have to travel through there. I did see the image pop up on TransGuide, so it does look like we at least have one lane that is blocked. I'll work to get that confirmed through our friends over at TransGuide, but for now, check those vehicles too before your commute does get moving. I-37 southbound at Carolina Street, we still have that stalled vehicle out there. You don't want to be stranded out there, especially with the roads being wet or damp for the most part. Now, the wider view of the map doesn't really show any other issues that are popping up, which is great news. Let's get a quick look at those travel times if you plan on hitting the roads and heading into the Alamo City. Still take your time if you're traveling in from Pleasanton. The drive's not too bad with 27 minutes along I-37 northbound, about 32 minutes along US 90 eastbound if you're heading in from Castroville. And the arrival from Lytle should take you about 21 minutes if you're heading out along I-35 northbound. But before we head over to Mark and Steph, I do want to take one last look outside as we give you a look there at 1604 at Spurs Ranch. Again, roads are wet. Give yourself plenty of time this morning. I'll have another update coming up a little bit later on in the newscast. Guys.
Thank you, Stephen. Developing this morning, the self-proclaimed girlfriend of the Robb Elementary School shooter is in federal custody. And a warning that some of the content in this story may not be suitable for kids. 19-year-old
Victoria Gabriela Rodriguez Morales is accused of making threats against the Uvalde community for years. Sarah Costa joined us here live in the studio to explain more on the case.
Good morning, Mark and Steph. Yeah, Rodriguez Morales was arrested in Puerto Rico on a charge of making threats using interstate communication. So court records detail years of alleged threats made against schools in Uvalde, Texas A&M University, and law enforcement. Rodriguez Morales is also accused of making claims on social media that she told former Uvalde CISD Police Chief Pete Arredondo the attack was going to happen before it did. So let's take a look. On your screen, you can see exact quotes believed to be from her Instagram account with her spelling and her grammar. On May 22nd of this year, law enforcement officials believe that she wrote that Pete didn't listen to her and that he replied to come and prove it. The next month, on June 14th, she allegedly wrote direct messages with another Instagram account claiming that she would kill everyone at Uvalde High School and the new elementary school that they are building. The KSAT Investigates has a full breakdown of the court records and the efforts investigators say they've made to get those threats to stop. You can read that right now. Just head to our website, ksat.com. Steph.
Thank you, Sarah. A Texas man that admitted he set an Austin synagogue on fire because he hated Jewish people will spend the next decade in jail. So Franklin Seacrest pleaded guilty to arson and a hate crime causing damage to religious property after he lit the Beth Israel synagogue on fire on the night of Halloween in 2021. The 20-year-old was ordered to pay $470,000 in restitution to the congregation and will be under supervised release once he gets out of prison.
Topping your morning headlines, the death of Dr. Henry Kissinger at the age of 100 leaves the nation reflecting on his controversial legacy.
ABC's Andrew Dimbert looks back on his time as a commanding figure, influencing our history from relations with China to the Vietnam War.
Henry Kissinger leaves behind a complicated legacy after passing away at age 100.
Foreign policy has to reflect the continuing values of the American people.
Instantly recognizable with his thick glasses and deep voice, Kissinger forged U.S. foreign policy during critical moments in American history. He fled Nazi Germany in the 1930s, eventually becoming a U.S. citizen, then a political scientist at Harvard. In 1969, President Nixon named him National Security Advisor. 4 years later, Kissinger was Secretary of State, opening diplomatic relations with China and reducing tensions with the Soviet Union.
He changed the paradigm of the Cold War by establishing détente with the Soviets and being the architect of opening China and changing the Cold War dynamic.
But Kissinger also faced criticism. He was accused of supporting a right-wing coup in Chile. And he played a major role in the Nixon administration's policy that escalated, then ended the Vietnam War. Tensions rose when Kissinger helped orchestrate the controversial and secret U.S. bombing campaign in Cambodia, which killed tens of thousands of people.
He was labeled a war criminal, much to his consternation and concern.
The Watergate scandal led to Nixon's resignation, but Kissinger stayed on as Secretary of State under President Ford, eventually leaving office in 1977. But he'd continue to advise presidents of both parties for years to come.
Henry Kissinger, as much as anyone, was an emblem of American diplomacy and of foreign policy wisdom and sagacity.
His presence was felt on the world stage long after he left government, traveling to China this past summer, meeting with President Xi Jinping, and meeting with Ukraine's President Zelensky in September. Just last month, Kissinger spoke to an annual gala promoting U.S.-China relations. ABC News contributor and presidential historian Mark Updegrove spoke with him about his legacy.
So I've always been deeply grateful to this country and I know what it represents to the peace in the world. I tried to do the best I could, and that's all I can say.
The Chinese ambassador to the U.S. released a statement overnight calling Kissinger a most valued friend of China. Andrew Dimbert, ABC News, New York.
Back here in Texas, a 21-year-old woman from Houston who's reported missing has been found dead. 21-year-old Idania Campos's body was found inside the trunk of her car, according to Houston police. Campos's family started tracking her phone, which led to the discovery. Police say the person responsible is her ex-boyfriend, who confessed to police about the murder, saying he killed her because she had broken up with him. A suspect is due in court later this morning. Police believe that he killed Campos at a shopping center before driving the car to a location half an hour from her home.
Looking ahead, tomorrow marks the 68th anniversary of the historic arrest of Rosa Parks on a bus in Montgomery, Alabama. And now federal lawmakers are pushing for a holiday in her honor. December 1st is Rosa Parks Day and could become a federal holiday. In 1955, Parks' decision to not give up her seat to a white man sparked the 13-month Montgomery bus boycott. It was organized by the late Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Now coming up on 6:30 at GMSA, we're going to tell you how the community here in San Antonio is celebrating her legacy.
10 minutes past the hour, 60 degrees.
And still to come, the Cowboys are looking to keep their win streak going tonight against the Seahawks on Thursday Night Football. We're going to have a preview coming up.
And after the break, Spurs are planning a Tony Parker Hall of Fame game before the end of this year. When you'll need to mark your calendars next.
And let's look out there with live cam. Not the day to forget your jacket with a hood or umbrella. We have rain overnight, and it's still raining right now. The roads are a little bit of a mess, so you might want to get a little bit of a head start. We'll be right back.
Football coverage brought to you by Davis Law Firm.
6:14 in morning sports. A week after dominating the Washington Commanders on Thanksgiving Day, the Dallas Cowboys back in action tonight against the Seattle Seahawks on Thursday Night Football. But there's a catch. I'll explain in a moment. Hawks lost there to the Niners 31-13 last Thursday night for their second loss in a row and third in the last 4 games. This latest loss, they failed to score an offensive touchdown. In fact, their run attack has failed to find the end zone in 4 straight games. So looking ahead, kickoff is tonight, 7:15 up in Arlington at AT&T Stadium. Fans can only watch it live if you are a Amazon Prime Video subscriber. Our Spurs have announced the Tony Parker Hall of Fame game going on Sunday, December 17th, when they host the New Orleans Pelicans. Tony went to the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame this past summer. We all remember that. All fans in attendance will receive a free T-shirt courtesy of H-E-B and Frost Bank. And Parker will address the crowd at halftime as part of a tribute ceremony that will include a re-raising of his retired jersey banner with his new Hall of Fame patch. Going to be a memorable night. As for the current Spurs, they're looking to end their now 12-game losing streak tonight against the Atlanta Hawks. Patty Mills is on the Hawks, remember? Yeah, he was actually cited at a game last night, hit like a game-winning 3 or something. Anyway, tip-off is at 7. Frost Bank Center, San Antonio 1-8 at home this season. And as we always say, no matter what, go Spurs, go.
I know, fingers crossed. Time now 6:15. Let's check back with Stephen, who's been very busy this morning.
Yes, I'm getting ready to send a push alert out, but this is just one of the areas that we're tracking this morning. I'll actually let the camera paint that picture for you because we do have a new crash reported along I-35 northbound right there at Division Avenue. And you can see that we at least have 2 vehicles that may be involved in that incident with first responders out there on the scene. Actually, I'm seeing few more vehicles off on the other shoulder lane there, so it could be a little bit more than that. But I've been off and on the phone with our friends over at TransGuide to bring you the information. This is heading northbound along I-35, and as we take you to our map, you see a lot of traffic building out there. No big buildups reported just yet, but we'll watch it closely and we'll give you those updates as the morning continues. But as the morning has continued, we've seen a few more of those problems reported. I-10 westbound at Frio Street, I did see this crash reported through some other information I was getting, but we also have a little bit of that buildup forming in the eastbound lanes of I-10. So we'll find out what's going on there and see if our cameras can show us a condition. Now we have to take a drive over here this time to Loop 410 northbound at East Houston Street. Our Mira Montgomery was just walked into the station this morning, and she told me she got caught in this mess. If you're heading northbound along 410, right there near East Houston, you will see some pretty big backups. Our friends at TransGuide are working to show us the conditions out there, but from what I've seen, things aren't looking good. And we do still have this crash along 281 southbound just before Basse Road. It's still being reported by TxDOT, so for now, I'm going to keep that on our map. But we're not seeing a buildup in that direction, at least just yet. The wider view doesn't really show that we're seeing a lot of the congestion build, but we are just getting the morning rolling here, so give yourself plenty of time. We'll take one last look outside here at 1604 at Pat Booker with a quick look around town. Things are moving. It's not been a great morning to be driving, so just make sure, as we've said, keep both hands on the wheel. Your focus is going to be your friend this morning.
Yes, it will.
Yeah. Good luck out there, folks. We have now reached the end of No Shave November. We're almost done raising money for 12 cancer foundations. If you'd like to donate, there is still time. All day today. Scan the QR code on your screen to learn more.
Yeah, it's been fun to watch everybody compete with each other, but it's been nice to see all those donations come in as well. We have Max on the top of the leaderboard. I know he's been about 5,000, but I think he got even more donations here recently. A few more, it looks like it. Also, Mike, Justin, David, RJ, Mark, and Steven doing all doing well at over 1,000 this year.
All right, so coming up today on GMS 8-9, we have the beard shave off or clean up over at Henley's Men's Grooming in Chavano Park. So join us for that coming up on GMSA at 9.
That's the fun part. Well, for me, because you guys are getting trimmed up or shaved, and then we're here in the studio and we're watching the leaderboard change because people start donating, putting our people against each other.
It's when you're listening to the live report, it sounds like a Kentucky Derby.
Yes.
A little bit. That's funny.
That's when you really start to see that leaderboard change.
I have to shoot a story today for SA Live, so I won't be able to attend. So, folks, please.
Get the word out while you can, Mike.
Yes, please.
That is the saddest story we've heard all day.
Thank you very much. I have a quick question, though, before we get to weather. The Seahawks-Niners video, did the Seahawks lose a bet with those uniforms?
Oh.
Anyway, I've heard some people say that. Not a super fan of some of those uniforms.
Well, you see them coming a long way away.
Yeah, you do.
58 degrees this morning. Temperatures are going to be steady. It is humid out there. Light little rain. I mean, Steven showed all the pictures there on the roads. It is just murky, messy. So take your time. And then 70. The rain's going to come to an end midday, and we'll see a little bit of sunshine thrown in. And then that's the start of a very warm trend coming up over the next week. So take a look at what's going on over the next week. And this is the upper level steering winds, if you will, jet stream, however you want to call it. Here's basically the dividing line between, obviously, the cooler air, the warmer air. And even though we have these little kinks coming on through here, those are little fronts that are moving through. All they're going to do is just kind of trim some of the humidity. So very humid today. We get one moving through. It's going to get rid of some of the humidity for tomorrow. And as the humidity tries to build back in here, we get another one that will come through probably late in the weekend. We still stay very, very warm. And then this all lifts up to the north throughout the course of next week. And so that keeps us definitely on the warm side. So yes, our temperatures are going to be staying anywhere from 5, 7, close to 10 degrees above normal. Here's a live look out there at the airport. Can't even see the control tower, which we usually can see easily from this vantage point. Rain, not much. I mean, you really have to kind of squint to see it all. Just a few little sprinkly showers here and there. But what we're not seeing is the little bit of light mist and even some drizzle out there. So just this really doesn't tell the whole story, this picture. There is a bit more further on out to the east of us. And out east here is where things are really going to get active then later on today. So here's the computer model that has these little sprinkles still left over this morning, a couple of them here and there. Things start to tend to taper off, I should say, by noon, and then later on this afternoon we start to see a little bit of clearing, but that's when things are going to start to really fire up there further off to the east and to the northeast. Now, once again, Storm Prediction Center does have our extreme eastern counties in the isolated risk for a severe storm, but that really then bumps up to 3 out of 5. So this is a pretty good chance that things are going to start to really fire up way off to the east of our area. High winds, hail, and also there's the threat with the way the atmosphere is set up for some isolated tornadoes to pop up around here. So that's another thing we're really going to have to watch out for, but that's well east of here. We're going to keep monitoring this in case something tries to fire up in our eastern counties. But again, most of that is well off there to the east, and that's going to be later on today. So 70, we hit that. Rain moves on out of here, but it's going to be sticking around throughout the rest of the morning, just these murky conditions. And then tomorrow, 74, a little bit lower humidity and very warm day. Same thing on Saturday, a couple of extra clouds around here. Overall, I mean, beautiful weather, but sure isn't going to feel like December with these temperatures that are going to be anywhere from, again, 5, 10 degrees above normal. Low temperatures will be a good 5, 7, 8 degrees above normal across the board all the way through the middle portion of next week. There are some indications that maybe in about a week and a half, another big front moves through here, but not anytime soon.
All right. Thank you, Mike. 622, 60 degrees.
We'll be right back with your consumer headlines.
We're building a better postal service with easy, more affordable ways to ship so you can deliver even more holiday joy. The United States Postal Service, delivering for America.
My name is Josh Sanabria, and I'm the owner at Isla Veterinary Boutique Hospital. I was 5, 6 years of age, and I knew I was going to be a vet. Once Alexandra called me to let me know that Bank of America had approved my loan, it was important to me.
We not only just provide the financing piece, we do everything that we can to surround them with the right people.
All you need is a perfect, amazing team that will guide you through the right steps to be successful, and that's what Bank of America was for me.
80 morning consumer headlines. Surprising news about electric vehicles. A new study finds EVs are far less reliable than gas engine cars. Owners say they have repeated problems with motors, charging, and infotainment systems. Bottom line, owners report hybrids are the most reliable.
Google is beefing up its outdoor Nest cameras. It's a garage door detection feature that will alert you when the door is closed, opened, or left open. All that's needed is a Nest Aware subscription, which starts at $8 a month.
Netflix is expanding its roster of video games with the addition of Grand Theft Auto, the Trilogy, the Definitive Edition. Players can pre-register now on iOS and Google Play. It's available in the Netflix mobile app and through the App Store and Google Play.
I'm glad we don't have a garage. That's one more thing for me to worry about.
True.
But that would be helpful. Yeah. Time now, 6:26 and 60 degrees for now.
Well, as you might expect, we've had some big problems on the road this morning, and it could change every second during every commercial break. And we're going to talk to Stephen coming up. We've had fairly light rain off and on all night long. As a matter of fact, when we went on the air this morning at 5, we had 1,400 people without power down on the south side. Those have now been resolved. Just a few people without power this morning. But a live look right there, you see what we're dealing with on this early Thursday morning.
Good morning. It is November 30th, the last day of November. So everybody, all of our participants, all our magnificent men of KSAT, including Mike, will be getting kind of trimmed up today.
Or off.
No shave. Or off for No Shave November.
But you're keeping yours.
You're keeping yours.
My wife and my boys have convinced me to keep it for a little bit. So
wow.
We'll see what happens.
Okay.
So I know.
So a lot of people will be trimmed this year as opposed to taking the whole beard off.
Anyway.
I am surprised that you're keeping it.
Yeah, I can maybe fill in for Santa Claus here and there.
Oh,
so,
my.
Anyway, this is what it was going to greet you when you step outside this morning. I mean, this is 410 over there by the airport looking off to the east. And as you can see, there is plenty of just wet roads and just cars disappear off into oblivion, it looks like, with all that fog off in the distance. Visibility is quite low all around the area, 60 degrees right now. And then look at how when these two numbers are running neck and neck, you don't have any wind to deal with. Those are a couple of the main ingredients to get some fog, and that's what we have around the area right now. Not a lot of rain, and most of it is so light to be picked up, too light to be picked up on radar, but it's still that mist that's hanging around here, mist and drizzle and just these few little sprinkly showers. Later on today is when things are going to start to get more active, especially well off to the east and basically east of our viewing area. 1 mile of visibility at the airport, half-mile right now at Randolph, and going out into the hill country. I mean, pretty much everybody, with the exception of Junction, which technically isn't even in our viewing area, everybody has some sort of fog out there, and it is going to be sticking around for the next few hours, as will the mist, drizzle, a couple of light sprinkles. Temperatures are averaging 15 degrees above normal as of right now. Yesterday's count, mold was on the low side. I have a feeling that's going to be going way up as the updated count comes out later on this morning. So showers, a little fog around here this morning, and then all the rain moves off to the east. It's going to be ending here in town. A little mist and drizzle right around noon. And things, like I said, will get active off to the east. Going to talk more about that coming up in just a couple of moments. But 70 for a high temperature. Then tomorrow, morning fog. Beautiful in the afternoon, and that's going to be the start. Well, actually, today is the start of temperatures all up in the 70s all the way through the weekend and going into next week with plenty of sunshine around here. Details coming up in just a couple of minutes. Traffic Authority busy on the roads this morning.
Oh, Mike, yeah, you don't want to be caught in this mess here. Let's take a look behind me at 410 at East Houston. This is that shot I mentioned a little bit earlier where we saw some pretty significant delays, and this was due to a crash heading northbound along 410 at I-10 over on the city's east side. I did talk to our friends at TransGuide. I've been often on the phone with them all morning long, and they are combing through the cameras to see if we can get a shot of the conditions out there. But remember, this is heading 410 northbound, and that's where that backup is showing on our map. A lot of red. We're seeing a lot more of that color pop up behind me, so not necessarily a good thing. Be on the lookout, and let's hope everyone is doing okay. Now, that drive over here, we take you to I-35 northbound at Division Avenue, where we do have the other crash that we've been spotting all morning long. The buildup is already starting to form out there. We're getting closer and closer to morning rush, and with these incidents out there, we could see some pretty big backups. Giving you a wider view of the map, the crashes we saw earlier have cleared out. The one on 281 near the quarry, I'm going to get that off of our map. I talked to our friends at TransGuide, and it does look like that has already wrapped up. So that's the good news, but we are going to see more traffic out there. Give yourself plenty of time. We're going to take one last look at that crash at I-35 northbound at Division Avenue, where first responders still remain on the scene. Few vehicles may be involved, so watch out as your commute does get moving this morning. Guys.
Stephen, thank you. We'll see you again in a matter of minutes. Well, we have reported again and again about dismissed cases stemming from the Bexar County District Attorney's Office. It's something we have been following for months.
Our Sarah Costa joins us live to break down these reports and why the DA's office says Joe Gonzalez could not do an interview. Good morning.
Good morning, Mark and Steph. Yeah, just this week, 2 men were charged with the 2017 murder. They had their cases dismissed due to further investigation needed. And based off of Bexar County judicial management reports, the DA's office has nearly doubled the amount of dismissed cases since the previous administration. So let's take a look. A new Bexar County quarterly report shows that 6,017 cases were dismissed in that 3-month time frame. A case analysis of the county's prior reports indicates that the dismissal numbers for Gonzalez's office have been consistently higher than that of the previous Nico LaHood administration. On average, Gonzalez misses 45.7% more cases than LaHood did. So KSAT 12 reached out by email to the district attorney's head of communication, Pete Gallego, on November 14th to request an interview with Gonzalez. Gallego responded that we could interview First Assistant District Attorney Christian Hendrickson, saying he was the most knowledgeable person on this issue. KSAT 12 instead pressed to hear directly from Gonzalez because he is the head of the DA's office who was elected by residents of Bexar County. The DA's office requested to speak off camera with KSAT about our stance this week. The last time Gonzalez did a sit-down interview with KSAT on camera was on September 22nd for KSAT Explains episode about how the criminal justice system works. Mark, Steph.
Thank you, Sarah. We have new details from San Antonio police this morning after they arrested a man they say is responsible for 2 deadly shootings in the past 18 months.
As John Paul Barajas explains, that 19-year-old man is in custody facing multiple charges, including capital murder.
Handcuffed and walked to a police unit. Our cameras were there as 19-year-old Nathan Martinez was being taken to jail. He didn't say a single word, but his criminal history speaks for itself. Last night, he was arrested on warrants of capital murder, and aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. But San Antonio police say that's on top of 4 other felony warrants of possession of a firearm and a controlled substance.
We are very relieved to get this individual who's obviously has no regard for human life off the streets. A lot of bragging on social media, a lot of very specific things that he was saying on his social media accounts that were able to link him to the shooting on Moss Circle, with the rival gang, the use of the switch. He referred to his handgun that was used.
Officer Washington Moscoso explains Martinez's capital murder charges stem from a 2022 shooting at a Father's Day barbecue in the 2500 block of Patron Drive, where 2 people were killed and 5 others were hurt. The charges for murder and aggravated assault are connected to an August 2023 drive-by shooting on the 2800 block of Moss Circle. That's where police say Martinez shot a 17-year-old boy and his 56-year-old mother as they were drinking coffee under their carport. The teenager was killed, but his mother survived, along with a family dog who was also hurt. Moscoso adds ballistic evidence was found at multiple scenes matching Martinez's description of his gun and the modifications he says he made, making a semi-automatic pistol, a machine pistol, or fully automatic. John Paul Barajas, KSAT 12 News.
And happening today, we are inviting you to join us for a special town hall on fertility and pregnancy loss. A fertility doctor and a therapist will answer your questions, hosted by our Stefania Jimenez. And this is a safe space for us to have a conversation about topics that usually are not openly discussed. However, we're changing that. So join us for Don't Suffer in Silence. It airs live tonight at 7 p.m. on our website and our YouTube page. You can also catch it on all of our streaming platforms.
Also happening today, it's your chance to get answers about the proposed rate hikes at CPS Energy. A virtual town hall scheduled for 7 o'clock tonight. CPS Energy is proposing to raise their gas and electric rates by 4.25%. The rate hike, which CPS would average to less than $5 per customer, would go towards building better infrastructure, technology, and security. CPS Energy President and CEO Rudy Garza is scheduled to take questions. We have a link on ksat.com and how you can join.
Time now 6:38 and 60 degrees for now.
Looking ahead, people can ride on Via buses tomorrow for free in honor of Rosa Parks. Up next, how the community is celebrating her legacy.
Welcome back at 6:42. Well, Via is honoring the late civil rights icon Rosa Parks, who is most known for her pivotal role in the Montgomery, Alabama bus boycott by offering free rides for Rosa Parks Day tomorrow. So Via and St. Philip's College also inviting people to watch a live storytelling performance that will show the story of Rosa Parks, who was arrested for refusing to give up her seat to make room for a white passenger 68 years ago. The performance, called Sister Rosa Parks, the bus stops here, is happening this evening from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. at the Watson Fine Arts Center on the St. Philip's College campus on Martin Luther King Drive. So it's free and open to everyone. Via's Rolling Museum, which is a fully restored 1968 Dreamliner bus, will be on site, parked right outside the Watson Fine Arts Center, beginning at 4 p.m.
We do think for sure that this particular performance will be something that families can enjoy, young and old, and they can learn a lot about this pivotal moment in history, when Rosa Parks refused to give up her bus seat because of the color of her skin. And that helped to really expand the efforts that now we reap the rewards for, which are all the rights that are open to all of us, thanks to people like her that took a stand to push forth the rights for everybody, equal rights.
Via has been commemorating the civil rights icon with their Rosa Parks seat program since 2005. So there is an engraved seat dedicated to Parks' memory that is placed in each of Via's 500 plus buses. The bright yellow seat is installed on the front right side of each bus, below a sign that tells of Parks' December 1st, 1955 protest. Again, people can ride for free tomorrow in honor of her legacy.
It would be a tricky ride this morning. It is 6:44.
Let's check back with our Stephen Cavazos.
Things have not improved, and sadly, as we see more people out there on the roadways, we see a few more problems. Wider look at TransGuide. That same problem at I-35 northbound at Division Avenue remains. Multiple vehicles out there on the scene, along with first responders. No word yet exactly how this crash occurred or the extent of any injuries, but you could see we spot some people actually walking along the shoulder lane. It's tough to see if that's a first responder, but you want to make sure that you take it slow out there this morning. We have a lot of traffic heading in the northbound lanes, and first responders are walking through the scene, so just be on the lookout as we are watching a few crashes form this morning. Again, this is I-35 northbound at Division Avenue, and that big backup is starting to stretch, so just watch out as you make your way into the Alamo City. Now, a little bit further up, we have a new crash reported. US 90 eastbound at I-35, and that stretch of yellow, I guarantee you we'll start to see a little bit more red, because US 90 is a pretty busy spot as folks are making their way into the downtown area of San Antonio. Quick drive over here shows the same problem remains along 410 northbound at East Houston, where we do have a crash that's causing a little bit of a backup in the northbound lanes. Overall, our morning commute has been off to a rocky start, and a muggy one as that. So we're going to keep a close eye on a few things on the roadways, but one thing we've seen consistently are those wet or damp roads out there. As we give you one last look around town, there's 1604 at Valley Meadow. We'll watch the roads closely, but as always, make sure you do the same.
Today is the final day of No Shave November. We are now $833 away from our $20,000 goal.
Thank you.
So we've had significant donations throughout the morning already today, which is kind of nice. But here's a look at the leaderboard, and Max Massey is our far and away leader with over $5,000. I think is he number one in the nation?
Yeah.
Wow.
Last I saw it, yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
So well played, Max Massey.
Yeah, nice job.
You successfully outplayed Mike Osterhage.
And Justin, because remember last year, Justin and I were battling for first place things.
The last two years,
the donors out there. So
yeah.
But good for Max, and it's those Chris Evans looks. Doesn't he look like Chris Evans? He looks like Captain America.
That's why people. 1 year. So, he's got the look. But
pulling off a nice look there.
Yeah, all the money that we're raising goes back to those cancer research, treatment, and prevention. And today's the day where we really start to see the donations come in. So just big shout out to our community again. So
yes,
thank
and
you.
an extra shout out to our morning viewers, because if you notice on the leaderboard, that's our morning family.
It is.
Everybody there.
So thank you
Thank
so
you,
much.
you guys.
Let's keep it going. We're going to reach our goal today.
We will.
I think so.
And also to raise awareness. You know, we always say, guys, go get yourself checked out. So, all right, take a look outside, and it's not any better than the pictures that Stephen was showing earlier. It is murky out there. It's going to stay this way throughout the rest of the morning. We've got not only a little bit of light rain, but also, as you can see, that fog. And rain is really not that big of an issue. I mean, it's an issue as far as making the roads damp and a little bit slippery, but yeah, I mean, there's not a heck of a lot now. We are starting to see a few more of these showers still developing around here, and especially off to the east, a couple more. But again, when you look at kind of the big picture, there's really nothing to write home about, although off here to the east, that's where things are really going to get fired up later on this afternoon. So here's the computer model. And as you can see, we've got still a few light little showers around the area, even through mid-morning. By noon, it really starts to kind of taper off and work its way, everything works its way off to the east. And then by later on, we start to see some of these thunderstorms developing well out there in the extreme eastern portion of our, even east of our viewing area, in the eastern portion of the state, over there further closer to Houston, up toward College Station. And some pretty big thunderstorms going to be developing up there. And that's where got to look out for the severe threat. Now, Storm Prediction Center does have that little kind of the western edge of this right on our eastern edge of our viewing area. So yes, you want to watch out for a stray shower thunderstorm, one that's strong, potentially severe. But further off to the east, where that's a 3 on the scale of 1 to 5, high winds, hail, even small tornadoes are definitely going to be a threat later on today. The way the atmosphere is set up is very conducive to that later on. 1 mile visibility out there at the airport, a lot of fog all around. And again, this is going to be sticking around for the next couple of hours as well. The humidity, which is much higher than what it was at this time yesterday, will continue to go up. All this moisture feeds in, especially off to the east. That's going to be feeding, making the atmosphere more volatile off there to the east. Then we get another front moving through here. I hesitate to even call it a front, but yes, it will pull down some drier air. And that's going to then set us up for some beautiful weather starting really tomorrow after some fog in the morning, because we'll still have some of that moisture left over by tomorrow morning. But then we dry on out, and that's going to be the start of a really, really nice period of weather, but it's not going to feel like December. Clouds all the way through mid-afternoon. We'll see a little bit of a break in the action as far as clouds, a little bit of sunshine, and then 70 for a high temperature. Now, as far as the next 7 days concerned, notice how those top numbers are all in the 70s. Should be mid and upper 60s. Bottom numbers pretty much all in the low 50s, with the exception of a Friday morning or Saturday morning, pardon me. Those numbers are also way, way above normal as well. So watch the fog and the rain this morning.
Happens every year around Rock and Roll Marathon.
It does.
Thank you, Mike.
649, 61 degrees.
Well, when it comes to your career, what do you wish you knew when you were in your 20s? Well, tomorrow on GMSA, what you can do now to set yourself up for future success.
If you're just now tuning in or watching on your phone, this is what it looks like this morning. It's very dreary out there. The windshield wipers will be going. Give yourself 10 or 15 extra minutes if you can.
Just want to say a big thank you to all the people who have donated to No Shave November so far. We're so close to getting to our goal of $20,000.
For me personally, it was a record-breaking year, so I appreciate everyone that took time to go to my page and donate. That includes Rosie Cepeda. She donated $500 the other day.
Jan, Leslie, Neva.
And Rebecca Best, also $500. So
Sherry, Ollie.
Those were the biggest donations I've ever received. But again, thank you to everyone.
Mark, Phil, Colleen, and the list goes on.
All of our viewers who made this possible.
There's still some time left.
So go ahead and scan the QR code on your screen right here.
Scan the QR code and donate to me, because this beard's awesome.
Yes,
Again, we'll be doing our shave off or cleaning up our beards for those of us who want to keep them live during GMSA at 9.
That's right. And also coming up at 9 a.m., we are featuring our next educator of the month. She's a middle school math teacher, actually from Rudder Middle School, from Northside ISD, who is constantly finding new ways to enrich her students' lives.
Plus, Tiffany Huertas tells us about a project at St. Mary's University that's helping students dress for success. All that coming up today on GMSA at 9. And we are now $783 away from our $20,000 goal on No Shave November.
Thank you for all those donations. And happening this weekend, the biggest running event of the year in San Antonio. This is last year's video because it was raining. The Rock and Roll Running Series is back. So before runners and walkers lace up their shoes, there are a few things that you need to know. We have already been telling you about the course, but there are also things to keep in mind about parking and the upcoming expo, which is happening on Friday, Saturday. So we have all the details in the story posted to our website. Just head over to ksat.com and find the story on our homepage.
Participating athletes can cash in on a few perks before and after the race. Rock and Roll's website lists 15 restaurants, bars, and coffee shops where participants can get discounts on food or drinks. All runners and walkers have to do is present proof of participation, including a bib, medal, or confirmation email. The deal starts tomorrow, continue through the weekend.
Woohoo! I didn't know about that. I'm going to check it out. I should have got that QR code. Maybe we'll bring it back later on. 6:55, let's check back with Steven.
Problems continue, guys. Right here, I-10 eastbound at Hildebrand, we have two vehicles involved in this crash here. We do have paramedics also on the scene. You can see them off in the corner of that TransGuide camera. It's been a busy morning out on the roadway. We've had a few crashes I've been tracking all morning long. Some of them have already cleared out, but this is the latest one, so be on the lookout. I-10 eastbound at Hildebrand. Messy morning, Mike.
Yeah, what you see is what you get. It's going to be around for the next, the rest of the morning and the morning commute. Not a lot of rain, but it's just that light, messy stuff out there. Plenty of fog all around here. Very mild conditions. We will see a little bit of sunshine later on today with a high temperature up to 70. We'll watch out for stronger storms well off to the east of us later this morning.
We'll watch out for it. Thanks for joining us today.
Be safe on the roads. Good Morning America is next.